morning, Team Network members. It's Monday morning. It's the 8th of September, and it's time for another episode of Coffee with Curt. Thank you for joining me today. We have a really big packed week of team networking this week, where we have a Marty tonight in Frederick. We've got the North Potomac Shakers tomorrow. Our meeting in Muncaster area at the At Your Door Floor Store. You definitely want to try to look at visiting that group. And then one of the big events this week is the Happy Hour Huddle on Wednesday. Is going to be hosted at Mike's Locksmith. They're doing a grand opening of their brand new store, and we're going to join them with our happy hour there. Dina Doran is going to be doing the food with Chef on the Run, and they're going to have beverages and the works. So invite a friend and get some of your fellow Team Network members out there for that. And then there's the Big Marty on Thursday. The Rat Pack and the Silver Spring Spirit, the two largest teams in Team Network, are coming together for a Mega Marty, and that's going to be at Alice Fernandez's house. And Susan from Hilltop is co-hosting with her, and she's done her garden there. So if you want to learn about how to do some gardening, you're going to want to come to that. Let's pray for some good weather, and we'll see you there on Thursday. Anyway, I want to pick up from where we left off last week in this being a new season of networking. And I don't know about you, but I kind of think of the business season from September through August, and then we kick off the new season in the fall, and that's where we are right now. So what I wanted to encourage you, remind you, is making a new commitment, a fresh commitment to the Team Network, and really taking your membership dues that you're investing in this and your time, and really making the best of it. And so you ask, well, what am I supposed to do, right? Well, it's all plainly listed out for you on the scorecard, and there is a idea of trying to do at least 3 touches. You actually get bonus points if you reach 3 touches a month, and you get an extra 3 points for that. So what's a touch? Well, there's about 8 different varieties of touches, including sending referrals is a great way to do a touch. But of course, attending your Marty, visiting other teams' Marties, going to a huddle, going to the Net Fest, visiting members, going to networking functions. That's one. There was a Women's Power Conference this week. There was an event where Team Network co-opted with the Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber. If you showed up to that, that's called a touch. And if you get 3 of those, you get 3 extra points for that. So really, all it does is spell it out for you and how to become successful in Team Network, and making a new fresh commitment into making that happen for you is all listed on the scorecard. And then, of course, you want to keep track of that to see how you're doing. It's just looking in the mirror each month and saying, hey, what am I doing to be successful for myself in Team Network, and then, of course, for my fellow members, because that's really what it's all about. So the other thing we wanted to emphasize is finding your power partners. What are power partners? Well, in each one of your teams, you have people that you have a bit of a shared market. Maybe you're more of a B2B business. Maybe you're in marketing and advertising in some form or fashion. Maybe you're in the financial world. Maybe you're a contractor of some sort. You have businesses that are in related fields or are targeting the same marketplace as you. Those are people who are your power partners. And so you look at me and say, well, what if you don't have any really strong power partners in your team? Well, one is you can recruit those people. There are people that I'm sure you're networking with that would be great members of Team Network. You can invite them to a Marty and expose them to the other people that you're networking with, and then that'll develop and maintain that relationship even deeper. Another thing that you can do is, really, when you think about Team Network is the entire organization. And you really need to kind of think outside the box a little bit. And because you've got the entire organization, and you've got your various teams, and you're on one of these teams, that's your home team. But you've got all these team cousins out here. These are all great people. I think ask your team captains. Many of them have visited lots of teams. I certainly know all the members. Ask for help if you're looking for power partners. Who are the people that you think that you're going to match up with? You might even find better chemistry in a category within your own team with someone in a various field. So that's why I'm continue to emphasize, visit these other teams, go to the huddles, go to the Net Fest, and you're going to get so much more exposure into some really, really quality people. There's great people all over Team Networking. You should be taking advantage of that. And the last thing I do want to remember to remind you is to come prepared to your Marties. Don't just show up there without anything to share. Look at those agendas. Think about sharing some tips and advice, some needs that you might have. Talk about some events that you're attending, give some testimonials, all those things. Be ready so when we go around the room and you throw up your hand, we can keep those Marties moving and make it more valuable for yourself as well as your fellow teammates. So that's what we had for you today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning, and we'll see you next week on Coffee with Curt.